auditioning in Vancouver, and I actually didn't want to go in. I had just had a really bad pilot season where things did not pan out the way I wanted to. Pilot season is basically all of us go down to LA and we fight for 5 jobs. And, so it didn't go well, and I was in a bit of a snit. And then I got the call for Lois, and I went in. Pretty frustrated because I was like, they'll for sure cast out of LA, this is a huge part, and I had this kind of irritated attitude, which may have been what was needed. I don't know. But I was just not in a great headspace. And then what ends up happening for the bigger parts like that, not to make it too dry, but then they call you down to LA and you have to read in front of the studio first. So you go into this really small room with all these really important people, and you have to do your audition in front of them, and then you go and you wait, and if you've made it past that, then you go to what would be the network, which was WB at the time. And there's a big amphitheater, and you have to go in, and they're all sitting there.
It's horrible, by the way. The system is rigged to make
it's rigged.
Horrible.
Yeah, and they're all in there because they don't have to do anything creative whatsoever. I'm not bitter, but they're not putting themselves out there, so they're in there having their lunch and talking on their phones and, you know, having a coffee, and you're walking in there going, this is my one chance in my life to change forever. And so then you do your audition, and then I found out I was flying back, and right before I got on the plane, I found out I got it, which was really cool. But this shows you my naivety. So I thought, hey, I got the part. They just want me to come in to the studio in Burnaby and do some pictures and meet Tom and blah, blah, blah. I was like, great. So I was really relaxed. I did all my photographs and they sent them down. I thought it was okay, images for Lois. And then they brought me into this room and I was supposed to meet Tom. And I was like, okay. So we meet, we chat, we go over the scene a couple of times. And little did I know that was my final pre-screen. I didn't have it. I had to make sure, they had to make sure Tom liked me. So that would have been very stressful for me as an actress had I known. So that was kind of how I ended up getting it. And that was on a Saturday. And they probably had their backup person in case Tom hated me. And then Monday, I started working, and the first scene I did, I saw him naked. So that was shocking. Well, not really him. We can't do that, folks. But it was still like, if you could think of anything more stressful for a person to be dealing with, that was and thus came Lois's neuroses. Yeah, that was mine.